talk about those issues or those topics in their live streams. That's great. That's their live stream. Super. That's good for them. But here in my live stream, I don't discuss any of the sensitive topics that we are experiencing in not just one country, but many countries around the world. So let's just stay away from those topics. Don't type in your comments or your questions about those topics because they don't belong in my live stream. So thank you so much. Let's keep it positive. And another issue that I've experienced recently is in the live stream is when I have a guest up on the stage, please be nice. If you don't have anything nice to say, then just don't say anything at all, okay? If you don't have anything nice to say about our guests who come up on the stage, just don't say anything at all. It takes a lot of courage for some of these people to raise their hand and come up on stage. So, and if they read some negative comments about them, criticizing their accent or their appearance or their personality, it can really kill their confidence. And we don't want to do that. It's not my purpose in this live stream is not, I don't want to hurt people's confidence. I don't want them to feel shy and scared to come up on stage and to speak in public. So, if you don't have anything nice to say about the people who are on the stage, then just please just don't say anything at all. Again, it takes a lot of courage for some of the folks to raise their hand and come up on stage. And when I read some negative comments about those people, it really disappoints me. So let's just be nice. It's so easy to be nice. If you can't be nice, then and you want to type in some rude comments, then just maybe go to somebody else's live stream and type in rude comments on their live stream. Because if you want to type in a bunch of rude insults here, I don't want you to be here. So please just be nice. It doesn't take that much effort to be nice. So thank you so much for trying to follow these very, very simple rules. Okay? Cheers. Okay, we're going to get started. I think Peter is waiting to hop up on the stage here.
Yes, I'm
Hi.
ready, Todd.
Good, mo- good
Good
morning. Good
evening.
afternoon.
Good
Good
morning
evening.
for you. Good evening for me.
How is
Yes,
how is your Tuesday?
very good. I played mahjong in the morning and the early afternoon. I back home about at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
I had a little rest. Then I have reviewed all the moments you put into these your moments. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Great.
Total 11 articles today.
11. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm,
Sh-
and today's is very interesting about your moments today because it's not so difficult.
Okay.
No more, no more new vocabularies, but interesting, especially the tongue twist. Yeah, I
Oh, the
read
tongue
it two
twisters.
times and I'll read it again later. Okay.
Yeah, the tongue twisters. Yeah, because I hosted the live stream on Monday, yesterday, and we talked about tongue twisters. So, yeah, that's good. So, a lot of the vocabulary words that I posted were just a review for you,
Yes, yes. And
right?
the first article is encourage people. Yeah, it's
Okay.
really life. Life is hard for many people around the world. Some face
Yeah.
poverty,
Yeah.
illness, or loss, while others deal with everyday struggles that feel scary. But even in the toughest time, people keep going. They hold on to hope, help each other, and take small steps to a better future.
Future.
These small steps may not seem big, but over time they can lead to real change.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
okay.
Small changes.
Uh, Always have the confident facing the future.
Yeah,
Everybody facing the tough time. Yes, I
yeah.
had faced the tough time
Sure.
when I
Yeah, I
was
think,
younger.
yes.
Well, my family is a big family. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
we have more children. Yeah, uh, and I born in 1946 in a big
Okay.
family. My mom was born was had um, had nine babies.
Nine.
Nine, yeah, but
Wow.
uh, three of them starvation died of the starvation.
Starved. Oh, died of
Starved.
starvation.
Oh yes, only
Wow.
six
Six
siblings
survived.
left. Only six left. Yeah, because we had a very uh, hard time. We
Mm-hmm.
struggle. My parents
Yeah,
struggle with life every
sure.
time. So we had experienced the bad life, the
Yes.
hardest
Tough
time.
times. Yeah.
So this article uh, told us don't lose our hope.
Hope.
Yeah. Life is hard sometimes. Yeah, for the people. Every people may be facing. Some people live in a better environment. It's good.
Sure.
But for me, for the aged people like me, most live in a very hard time life at
Yes.
that
Very, very
time.
tough life, right?
Tough life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was moved by these articles. I
Yeah.
read
Yeah.
it two
This
times.
Yeah,
Okay.
this article tells you to hold on to hope, even, because a lot of people who are facing tough times think that they're alone, that they're the only one, and they look around and they see everybody happy and positive and smiling. But reality is, everybody is facing some tough times at some point in their life. So they're not
Yes.
alone.
Yes, but the happy thing is, uh, our life goes better and
Yeah,
better. Yeah,
yeah.
because
It will get better.
I have in my generation, our life is hard.
Hmm.
Is sometimes starvation, starved.
Sure.
Yeah, but my later generation, my daughter had a very happy time than me.
Uh huh.
She don't
Yeah.
know what's the hungry. She
Hmm.
don't know what's the
She doesn't
cold
know.
with the less of clothes. She don't know. She
Right.
no idea about this.
Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah, most
Mm,
most people don't.
yes. And the third generation, my granddaughter, live in a very sufficient life.
Hmm.
Very happy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the things goes better and better.
Sure. Over the last several decades in China, people's lifestyle has really improved
Okay,
dramatically.
really improved during these decades. About
Yes.
for 30 years or
Yeah.
40
40.
years,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
our
Last.
life has changed rapidly. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have
And
experienced because you have been in China over 14
yes.
years. During these 14 years, many developed things appeared in this
Sure.
14 years. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah. The last
our life
14 to
better and
Yeah,
better. Okay,
the 14
we
years
going
that
to
I've been in China, I've also witnessed a lot of development as well.
okay. Yeah, we experienced from the poor to the sufficient life. Many people
Sure.
get richer. Yes, I'm not richer, but I have a happy life now.
Right. You're
It's
comfortable.
much
You're
better than I was younger. Yeah.
Sure. You can say I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable.
Oh yes, I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable.
I'm
Yeah.
comfortable. Right. That's good. Yeah. So a lot of the people from your generation in China have experienced similar experiences as you did when you were
Okay.
young. Because I've also talked to some other people from your generation who told me some similar stories about when they were a child, and that their
Okay.
family struggled with starvation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, our topic for the live stream today, time.
Yes.
I will be co-hosting a live stream with teacher Evie, where we'll express some common and useful English expression related to time.
To
Okay,
time.
it's important about time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punctual is the basic discipline for everyone.
Right.
The day before, there is a news from the media. Uh, Three people was took the speed train from Shenzhen
Oh,
to Xiamen in
okay.
China. One woman get on time and get into the train.
Uh-huh.
Two of his company, two of his company are left behind, and the uh, bell is ring. The door is closed.
Closing.
That woman use his body, his leg, stops the door. Wow.
Oh,
The
yes. I
people
saw that
push them
video.
in. Okay, okay, okay.
I saw the video on I think I saw that video on WeChat. I didn't understand what was happening because it was in Chinese, but I saw the lady, she was like holding the door open
Okay,
and
hold
I'm
the
like,
door.
"What's going on?" Then all of a sudden I saw some of her family members running up there to get on the
Okay,
train. Yeah.
okay. Later, two of her family member uh, rushed in the train. But
Yes.
when she arrived at the destination, Xiamen, they are caught by the police and get
Oh,
the punished. They
punishment?
sh- yeah, you should punish them.
Yeah.
We should punish
Yeah.
them. Yeah, because it's
Yeah, that's
very
dangerous.
dangerous,
Yeah.
dangerous for the public safety. What
Sure.
they're doing.
Yeah.
So only mean they are not punctual for the time. So time is so
Right.
important. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Somehow she was punctual, but her other family members were running late. So it's important it's important to be punctual.
Okay. I have a good habit to be punctual. My work is to be punctual because I was a telegraph operator. Two
Sure.
sides meeting at the certain time. Each side must be punctual. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, at this time we can connect the connection, send both messages, both
Yeah.
telegrams. Yeah, one by one. I said one and receive your side, the other side one. I copyright. Then
Right.
I send one. Okay. One by one, exchange sending the messages while we meeting on time. We must
Yeah, so it's
because
important.
okay, because we have to meet many stations of the communication,
Sure.
many different places. Our telegram sent to A, B, C, many places. We have the meeting time, scheduled time, the timetable for what time we meeting with A, what time we meeting with B, and what time we meeting with
Yeah.
C. So uh, from I join my work, get my first work. I'm very punctual man according because my work as a telegraph operator.
Yes,
We must
you
be on
had to
time.
be.
Yeah,
You had to be punctual.
I have to be on time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next article, English quiz. Red
Quiz.
flag
Red flag.
quiz. If a situation is described as a red flag, it means everything is going smoothly. B. There is a possible problems. C. It's an opportunity to improve.
Hmm.
D. It's okay to proceed. Of course, the answer is B. There is a possible problem.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yep.
show the red flag. Sometimes
Yeah.
red flag is a warning. Something.
Right.
Be careful what about
Yeah.
something maybe not good. We're happy. We have
Right.
to take our attention to something. It's a
Right.
warning.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a warning, and also we use this as a slang
That's right.
expression, saying, if you're doing something, say, be look out for the red flags. That doesn't
Oh,
mean
look at those
you're
red
not looking
flags.
for red flags. You're not looking for actual red flags. You're
Right.
looking for just some possible problems.
Okay. Mm.
Great.
Next one. Uh, English idiom. Black market.
Black market.
Yeah. Meaning an illegal buying or selling of goods, especially things that are bound or difficult to get efficiently. Yeah. For example,
Legally. Legally.
during
That's
the yes,
legally. Get officially or to get legally.
to get legally. Yeah. Example, during the shortage, many people started buying medicines from the black market.
Market.
Okay.
Yeah.
It happens in my
Sometimes.
hometown. Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So you have to be careful what you buy on the black market, especially when it comes to medicine, because maybe it's not really safe. But
Or not really safe.
a lot of people buy
By the fake,
a lot of
the
yeah,
fake
fake stuff.
medicine. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
must be
Great.
careful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, English idiom, white lie. White
White
lie.
lie.
The meaning, a harmless or small lie told to avoid hurting someone's feelings or to be polite.
Yeah.
Example, I told my friend a white lie by saying I loved the dish, even though it was way
Way
too
too
salty.
salty.
Okay, too salty.
Yeah. But he
Too
didn't
much
want to hurt
salt
his
in it.
he didn't want
Okay.
to hurt his friend's feelings and say,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
this
Uh,
dish tastes horrible. It's way too salty." He didn't want to hurt his friend's feelings. So that's why we use white lies to
yeah.
protect
Mm,
people from hurting their feelings.
okay. Next, English vocabulary. Oh, there is a question. How to pronounce curious or curious?
Usually we say curious.
Curious.
Curious, yeah.
Curious.
Curious. Yeah, I'm very
Curious.
curious.
I'm a very curious.
Curious,
Curious.
yeah.
Curious. Curious.
Even yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Mm, curious. The
Curious.
meaning, wanting to know or learn more. For example, the child is curious about everything around him. Okay,
Great.
okay.
Yep.
The
Curious.
children, especially the kids, he want to know everything happened around them. So
Yeah. Yeah.
the the children, the kids is curious to learn new things. Yeah.
Sure. Lots of kids are very curious. They always ask lots of questions.
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Next one, English vocabulary. Delighted. Delighted.
Delighted.
The meaning, very happy or pleased.
Yeah.
For example, he was delighted to see his friend.
Friend.
Okay,
Great.
maybe they are depart for sometimes. Very
Uh-huh.
happy to see again. Delighted to
Right.
see
Long time
their
no see.
friends again. Long time no see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, next interesting the tongue twist.
Tongue
I will
twisters.
try
Yes.
as fast as I can. But the
Okay.
first thing is to pronounce it clearly. That
Yeah.
is the aim for the we
English.
pre,
There they are.
practice the tongue twist
Tongue
for
twisters. Yeah.
practice our pronunciation. Yeah, the first thing, the important thing is to pronounce it as correct as you can.
Right. Right.
Okay,
Yeah. So
then
maybe
as
start off
fast as
slower.
you can. Yeah,
Yeah. Start off
first correct.
slowly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Start off
first
slowly and
slowly
then
and
increase.
correct. At
Mm-hmm.
the correct speaking, getting faster and faster. Yeah,
That's perfect. Yep. You're right.
English tongue twister. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Next, she shells by the
The
seashore.
seashore. Good.
Next, Peter Piper picked a peck of the picked peppers.
Pickled peppers.
Next one. How much wood would a woodchuck chalk if a woodchuck could chalk
Could
wood?
chuck wood. Good.
Okay. Next, I scream,
Ice
you
cream.
scream. We all scream for ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah. Next, I saw a kitchen eating chicken at the kitchen.
Yeah, I saw a
Okay.
kitten, a kitten
Oh,
eating
a
chicken in
kitten.
the
First name
kitchen.
kitten. I
Kitten,
saw
yeah,
a kitten
a kitten
eating chicken in the kitchen.
in the kitchen. This one's
Kitchen
very,
is the place we cook meals. Is the
yeah,
kitchen.
right. Yep,
I saw a kitten. Kitten here is uh,
a
also
baby.
is maybe
It's a baby cat.
something stealing the food in the kitchen.
Yeah, a kitten is a baby cat.
A baby cat or
Cat, yeah, a baby cat is called a
a baby
kitten.
cat is called a kitten. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yes, kitten. Because
Yep.
kitten like chicken, like fish,
Yes,
like
yeah.
fish. Yeah,
Cats like chicken, and a baby cat is a call. We call that a kitten.
a kitten. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I know that. Thank you. Kitten. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
Yes.
Next one. If a dog chews
Choose
shoes,
shoes.
whose shoes does she
Does he?
choose?
Yes. Who? If a dog
Interesting.
chews
Yeah.
shoes, whose shoes does he choose? Yes.
Uh, the dog sometimes chews the shoes. Sometimes
Right.
she hides the shoes of his masters. She
Mm-hmm.
hides the shoes
Right.
in many places. His master, oh look, where are my shoes? Look for some,
Definitely.
maybe under the carpet and
Mm-hmm.
behind the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, under
Yes.
the chair. Yeah,
Dogs like to chew.
like to chew, like a
Yeah.
dog likes to chew. Okay, next one is the correct article for your dictation. So I
Yes.
must read it carefully and to find something I was
Maybe
wrong
some
with when I
mistakes.
reading. Okay.
The
Oh,
dictation. Yeah. This is the correct article from the dictation the day before.
okay. One autumn morning, Leo was raking leaves when a gray cat appeared, mewing softly. It had no collar, but seemed friendly. Leo gave it some tuna and water. Price tuna or tuna? Tuna.
Tuna.
The
Tuna.
tuna,
Yeah.
tuna.
Comes from like a
Some
tuna
tuna,
fish.
just like the small
Tuna.
fish. Oh,
Yeah.
tuna.
Tuna is a tuna
A
fish.
kind
Yep.
of fish, tuna.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tuna is a type of fish. Yeah. I love
okay.
tuna.
I know. Tuna and water. His mom suggested checking for a microchip at
Microchip.
the local animal shelter.
Right.
There, they found the owner. The next day, the owner picked up her cat and sent Leo a thank you card with 100 US dollar cash. Leo
Yes.
smiled because she was happy to help.
Yeah,
Okay,
me,
she was
Leo,
happy to
he
help.
was happy to help, and the owner was very kind by giving
Well, the
Leo
kind
like a reward, Thank you
reward
for finding my
reward
cat and
him.
being and taking good care of my cat. This cat means a lot to me. Here's $100 for me to say thank you.
Oh, it's a big reward because
Yes,
100 US dollar is not small money.
right.
Okay,
That's not
for
small
children,
money, but
yes. Okay.
I guess this cat must have meant a lot to this owner. So he or
Oh,
she,
yes.
said, "Oh wow, thank you so much. I love my cat. I thought I'd lost my cat forever. Here's $100 for taking good care of my cat."
Okay. Okay, next one is today's dictation. Being on time means
Mm,
arrive when you are supposed to. It's for meeting in front. It may seem like a small thing, but it actually says a lot about you. When you are on time, you show respect for others and their time. It tells people they can trust and rely on you. It also helps you feel more relaxed and ready instead of stressed and rushed. To be on time, try setting reminders, planning ahead, and giving yourself extra time to get ready or travel. Even little habits like packing your bag the night before can make a bigger difference. So,
Yes,
being on time helps you build good relationships, stay organized, and feel more in control of your day. It's a simple habit that can lead to big rewards. Yes, just
definitely.
today's topic. Yes,
It's our
a
topic.
conclusion of today's topic.
Yeah, yeah. Like we
Okay,
talked about, yeah, being on time is very important.
be on
So
time.
this dictation kind of talks about what our topic is today: being punctual,
Okay,
being on time, and we're going to discuss some common English expressions to help people to express how to be on time.
okay. Ah, good. Maybe teacher Abby is ready to
Sure, I'm
hold
sure. I
co-hold
think
to co-hold the live
co-host. Yeah,
stream with you.
she's here. Yeah, I think she's here. I saw that she had made a comment here. She's waiting patiently, so that's great.
Okay, let me stop here then and let
Awesome.
teacher Abby go on. Okay.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for coming up on stage tonight, today, and reviewing that information that I posted today. There won't be no live stream tomorrow, but I'm hoping to
Okay.
be back on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay?
See you on Thursday. Okay.
Okay. Have a great night and have a great day tomorrow. We'll see you in a couple of days.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye
Peter.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, thanks, Peter, for coming up on our stage and reviewing all of that information that I posted on my moments today. This morning in China, it's evening in China. Here in America, it's Tuesday morning. So when I post on my moments, and like the moments that you saw this morning in China, or whichever country you're living in, I should say. That mean I posted those on Monday evening here in America. So I'm in America, and I post them on Monday evening so people, when they're waking up in the East, can see the moments in the morning. So thank you so much, Peter, for coming up on stage and reviewing all of those moments. I'm going to take a short break and I need to refill my coffee before we get started with our awesome, super fantastic live stream. Okay, so I'll be right back in a couple of seconds. Okay, hold on. I'm back. Here I am. So I have my coffee. I can't show you because it's really full. Oops, and I just spilled it. Dang it. Just a little spill. And also, I have some honey water. So I've been drinking a lot more hot, not hot, more like warm honey water. It helps soothe my throat because I do lots of talking in my live streams. Also, I do lots of talking in my online classes. Oh, this morning I was up at 5:30 a.m. and I had an online class at 6 a.m. to I had an online class from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then I started this live stream. So I've done a lot of talking. So I have some honey water. Anyway, before we get started, I'm going to show you a little bit what it looks like outside today. It's a little bit cloudy, so let's take a look outside. Flip the camera around. There we go. Okay. Beach. This is outside my house. Wow. It rained. You can see it's wet. My deck is wet because it rained this morning. And you can see the lake off in the distance. It's going to be a nice day today. It rained earlier this morning, but now it's clearing up. So hopefully we'll have a nice warm day today. And you can see the lake off in the distance. The grass is green, a few bare spots, but I'll take care. When I have some time, I will take care of those bare spots. And I have a little path going from my deck out to the sidewalk out on the road. So here you can see my grill. And across the street, they are building a new house. So, and sometimes it's nice to sit out here on a patio. And this is called a fire pit. A fire pit is where I will put some wood in there, and I will light a fire, usually in the evenings when it's warmer. Light a fire, and it's kind of cool to sit by the fire, listen, have a fire and and enjoy the evening. So yes, so it looks like it's going to be a nice day. You can see the trees. You can't really see the buds, but they're starting to bud. Pretty soon we're going to see some leaves coming on the trees. So, but it's yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good day today. And after my live stream, I have another online meeting that I need to attend. And then, oh, you can see some flowers coming up on some of my tulips. Look like they're starting to bloom over there, red. Maybe you can see those. Anyway, yeah, so after this live stream, I will be, I have an online meeting, and then hopefully this afternoon, I'll be able to get outside and maybe enjoy some of the weather this afternoon. I have a few errands to run, but otherwise, yes. You can see it's really muddy over there because, oh, yeah, so. Anyway, the lake looks pretty calm. It's not windy today. The lake looks pretty calm. It's not windy today. Okay, let's shut this door. It's getting a little bit loud because they're working on the house next door. Okay, let's flip this camera around back to me. Here I am. Okay. Oh, put you up here. Okay, yes, some people ask about the water out in the distance. That's not the sea. That's not a ocean. It's not a river. It's a lake. It's called Clear Lake because my hometown is Clear Lake, Iowa. So that is a lake. Just for those who are wondering. So anyway, usually usually if you check my moments, so how do I see your profile? Jessica, I guess that I think your name's Jessica. Jessica, if you just click on my if you click on my name, I think if you click on my name up in the top corner up here, I think if you just click on my name, you can go to my profile, and then you can all my moments are right there. Are right there. Okay. So if some people maybe the notification is a little delayed, I sometimes because I follow some other live streamers here on Hello Talk, and sometimes I get a notification, sometimes I don't get a notification. So I think this is a Hello Talk glitch in their software that sometimes they don't send notifications when live streams start. So again, for some live streamers, I get a notification. Sometimes I don't get a notification. So, but if you check my moments, I do post my when I have a live stream. When I have a live stream, I do post my live stream start time in my moments. So every time I do a live stream, the day before, I will post a moment on my profile about the live stream. So if you check my moments, my articles, every day that I post, I will post the live stream and the topic. Yeah, the notifications for the notifications for live streams, it doesn't always happen, and for me as well. So it's supposed to. But if you check my moments, I always post my live stream. When I have a live stream, I always post my live stream topic and the time it starts on my moments the day before. So anyway, I'm on holiday now. I'm not really on vacation. I came back to the U.S. In March to help take care of my mom because my mom has had experienced some health problems, and my other siblings quite were also experiencing some health issues. So basically, I'm the only healthy sibling. So I came back to I came back to the U.S. Came back to my hometown to help take care of my mom. She's doing better. She's doing better. She's recovering well in a positive direction, and also my sister who also will help take care of my mom. My sister had a knee replacement, so she's also experiencing some setbacks with her or some problems with her health. So I help my sister, I help my mom, I do my full-time job, I do my part-time jobs online, I do live streams and all my other social media platforms, so it keeps me quite busy. So I will return to China in I will return to China in June. Around the middle of June, I will return to China, to Xi'an, because that's where my life is. That's where my job is. My students, I have some private students that I tutor there, so I will definitely be returning to China in June. Okay, so today our topic today is time, and I am co-hosting this live stream with teacher Avina. So I will bring her up on the stage, and we will begin. If I can find her, where? Oh, there she is. Invite to the stage. Here we go. Here we go. Hi. Hi, how are you to this day? I
Hello, Todd. Can you hear me fine?
okay, now I can hear you. Before we couldn't hear
Oh,
you.
oh, awesome, awesome.
Now I can
So
hear you.
awesome. Thank you. So how's life in America?
It's doing pretty
Everything's
good.
fine?
It's here in my
Okay.
hometown. It's very quiet and very peaceful. So it's kind of compared to China, my life in China. Here it's
Mhm.
sometimes outside it's a little boring.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Because you were
Yeah,
super busy doing different things, tutoring,
yeah,
in-person
yeah,
classes, and that's why you feel, this way. Hopefully
yeah.
you're just
So
going to get back into.
now I do most of my now most of my tutoring is online. So, but with the time difference, I have to wake up sometimes at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. and so
Oh, yeah.
my sleep schedule
Mess
here
up.
is very unstable. Yeah, super messed up.
I
So,
got you.
but
Yeah.
uh, but I know it's only temporary. So in a couple, in June, I'll be returning back to China, and my sleep schedule will go back to some type of normalcy.
Wow, good to hear. Yeah, I know how awful it can be because I also had the same situation last year. And, after a while, I got migraine because I couldn't sleep well because of my classes,
Oh,
because of the time zone. And I was
yes.
super, yeah, I had the same situation. And my doctor just said, no, you're just going to bed 10:30 at night. This is not
Uh
good.
huh.
Don't follow that.
Yeah.
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 And
So
then I
normally
changed
I
my,
have a pretty normally I have a pretty consistent sleep habit, but here,
all
because my
right.
students are in China, I still have to do my full-time job, which is also in China. So this requires me to wake up at certain odd hours. So, like today, I was up at 5:30 a.m. Tomorrow, I'll get up at 5 a.m. I have three back-to-back classes, online classes from
Holy
China.
cow.
So then maybe tomorrow afternoon, maybe I can take a nap.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like taking up in the morning, getting some
Yeah. So
rest. I can feel
I'm
you.
not a yeah, I'm not a huge nap person. I don't usually need to take a
Yeah.
nap, but now living here or staying here and having online classes that require me to
Yeah.
wake up at very odd hours, I have to take a nap. Otherwise, I just feel so exhausted.
Yeah. People around just think, oh, why Todd is lucky sleeping in the daytime?
Yeah, yeah,
They might ask
yeah.
themselves,
So
why is sleeping?
yeah, so luckily I have some peace and quiet where I can lay down and take a nap in the but I'm not a afternoon nap person. So even though I'm tired,
Yeah.
sometimes it's very hard
Mhm.
for me to sleep. But just laying down and
I'm
closing my eyes and at least resting helps.
mm, I know what situation you're in. And hopefully you're
Yeah.
just going to get back on track like on May, and that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so
May.
yeah, in June,
Yeah.
I was looking at some airline tickets to yesterday to because I'm going to be flying back to China in June. So looking at
Hmm.
tickets so that way I can plan my time to return to China, because a lot of my students in
Mm.
China are waiting for me to
Yeah,
have
I
go back to
hear.
face-to-face
Just
classes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and
Yeah.
hopefully you're
So
just
how's the
going to
weather
get well.
there?
Oh my goodness. It's today it was like a little hot.
Okay.
Um yeah, today, I think the weather is crazy these days because it was like
Yeah.
cold a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
last week, but it is, a little hot these days. Like it, not
Okay.
a balance, movement.
Sure.
But I don't know why it is like this.
Yeah, it's the same here. Some days it's like last weekend we were, maybe around, 26 or 27 degrees, and now today we're going to be lucky to see 12.
Holy cow, unbelievable. Yeah,
Yeah.
like in the
So
morning,
it's
it was raining here,
hmm
but now,
Yeah, here too. And this morning it
uh,
was thundering and raining. And then, like now I just showed people outside, it's
mm,
more clear. And it looks like this
mm,
afternoon it's going to clear off. But this is a very
yeah,
typical spring in my
clear.
hometown. The weather
Mm.
goes up and down. It's very, very inconsistent.
Wow, yeah, I know. Here's the same. We're
Yeah.
experiencing the
So
same thing.
once we get through April and we start going into May,
Hmm.
the weather will hopefully be a little bit more consistent and not so like a
Mm.
roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly. What is wrong with you? It was like you
Yeah,
were, you wrap yourself up with a lot of clothes and you go out, and then
yeah,
when you're out, it's like, why is this super hot in here?
yes, yeah. So
That's the cry.
it's hard to know what to wear, because in the morning it's cold or chilly, and then in the afternoon if the sun comes out it's like, oh, I need to take this hoodie off. It's so hot.
Yeah. Actually, I did it
So
before our live stream. I just took it off and I wore
yeah.
this.
Yeah. So
Yeah, cool.
anyway, here it's comfortable here now, because yesterday it was really windy.
I know. Yeah.
So today it's not
Yeah.
windy. So someone asked about your headphones.
Oh, I don't
Which
know.
what
This
brand
is
I get?
just
Maybe they want to know
Sony.
which
This
brand
is
it is.
Sony. Yeah, yeah. Which brand? This is Sony.
Yeah,
This is a
I
gift
think they
from
were.
London.
I think they were. Yeah, they were interested in which brand of headphones you were. They're Bluetooth, right?
Yeah, it is Bluetooth device. Is my voice quality good enough? I'm happy.
Sure. Yeah, it's
If
perfect.
yes.
Yeah, voice
Oh.
quality is perfect. Yeah,
Mm,
I have a pair of Sony similar to that Sony Bluetooth
uh-huh.
headphones too, but
Mm.
I left them in China. I didn't bring them here with me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
because I don't
so
like to be so close when having my
sure.
classes. I bought, different, Bluetooth devices, but they're not working well. This is a gift from, London from a friend.
Okay, good.
And this, this is a real Sony version.
Sure, yeah.
Not that,
Yeah, and it looks,
because
yeah, Sony is a solid, reliable brand too. They're very good.
exactly.
My headphones that I have in China are also like similar to that, but they're black and they're Sony as well.
Oh, black. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
I think they can help us in our classes because I
Sure.
use, my computer and I need to just, do a lot of things here and there, and
Mm-hmm.
then they can help us. Yeah. Because
They
this
allow you
this
some
type,
freedom. Yeah.
exactly. This one, I'm moving
Yeah.
when having my classes, but this type can help me
Okay.
because not too long and short, but this is just good
Sure.
enough too.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, in my live stream, I use this kind, but I don't do a
Yeah.
lot of moving around, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I know what you're talking.
But when
But
I have
me,
my
I need to
classes, I
okay, let me.
yeah, when I have my classes, I do it on my laptop, and I don't use headphones.
Mhm.
I just use the
Mhm.
speakers on my laptop. So I don't use headphones when I'm on my
Oh,
laptop.
oh, I see. Cheers. This is not
Yeah,
coffee.
cheers.
Oh,
Some
I've got
yeah, that's not
something on it.
coffee. Is that just water
Yeah,
or
water. This is
tea?
also water.
Water.
No, no, mine
Okay.
is water. Yeah. Okay.
I also have some This is honey water.
Yeah, I know this is very good for our health. Honey
It's good
water.
for your throat. Honey water.
Yeah.
It's good for your
Yeah, yeah,
throat.
got it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I do a lot of
Yeah.
talking, and
Yeah.
this warm honey water helps soothe my throat.
Nice. Yeah. I hear you were just talking about it. I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. Because, talking
Yeah.
for long hours just makes your throat kind of hoarse. So it is good to,
Yes.
take. Mm, good
Sure. If you
idea.
do
I'm not,
lots of
do.
talking, if you
I
do
do.
lots of talking, and consistently, then warm, not hot water, but just warm water with some honey in it,
Yeah. Yeah.
helps soothe your throat. It really does work.
Mm, nice. Thank you for letting me know about it. I'm gonna try
Sure.
it.
Yeah,
Just-
it's a very common drink in China. People do lots. They
Uh-huh.
drink hot water with honey in it a lot to help with their throats. Even if you have a sore throat, it can also help with sore throats.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
We just put some lemon juice on
Yes.
it and take it for,
Yes.
cold. Mm,
Yeah.
got it.
You can also yeah. Mo said honey water mixed with little. You can also put a little lemon in with the honey water too. I don't have any
Yeah, I
lemon
did.
here, so I didn't do that.
Yeah,
I guess I
fresh
need to buy
lemon
some.
can.
I can buy some fresh lemon.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. I like that. You
Sure.
know, spe
Great.
cool. That is cool.
So our topic
Nice.
today is
So,
time.
yeah, yeah, let's go having a
Uh-huh,
lesson.
right? Our
So,
topic
yeah,
today
while you're
is
just
time.
exactly. So
Let's
while
see.
y- you're just, uploading the files, I'm just going to give a short explanation for our new audience. Okay. Hello, guys.
Okay.
Welcome. It is great to have all of you here. I am teacher Avina. I'm an English teacher. I have been teaching English for almost 5 years internationally. And yeah, I think that's enough about me. So let's see what do we have for today's lesson. Today we are diving into something that's often overlooked, but super important if you want to sound more like a native speaker. I'm talking about collocations. Now maybe your grammar is solid, your vocabulary is growing, but something is still feels off when you speak, right? That's because real natural English isn't just about putting words together. It's about putting the right words together. That's exactly what collocations help with, right? Let me give you two quick examples. We say make a decision, not do a decision.
Yeah.
We say like a strong coffee. We don't say powerful coffee. We normally say catch a cold, not get a cold. Both, hold on. Yeah, some of you just judging. Yeah, I hear get a cold. Both sound,
Yeah.
fine grammatically, but one is what native speakers actually say. So the
Right.
tricky things, yeah, the tricky things about collocation is that you often can guess them just by knowing the individual words. Collocations don't always follow logic, rules we can, memorize. Today, we will, be going over some common high frequency collocations, things you can actually use in everyday conversation at work, or even if you are, you're in your IELTS speaking test. So, Todd, if you have anything to add, just go ahead. Nice.
Sure. Well, yeah, everything you said was correct. Like catch a cold. A lot of people ask me these questions. What's the difference between catch a cold and get a cold? I said basically there's no difference between the two.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
most of the time, native speakers will say, "Oh gosh, yes, I feel horrible this morning. I caught a cold." Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't say, "Oh, I
exactly.
feel horrible this morning. I got a cold." Usually we just say. I caught a cold. So yeah, a lot of times these are, you know, yeah. And again, the example you gave with strong coffee and powerful, all those examples are correct. So yeah, and so today we're going to talk about some differences in how we can express time, because time, is very, very important. Time management.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, talking about time and not knowing all, because time is like a really great topic, right? And there are,
Yeah,
a lot of, I just, put some of them on this slide. They've got a huge amount of a big range of,
sure.
yeah. That's why it's important to know them because we can guess them. So stay tuned, guys. We're just going to learn a lot today. So, Todd, go
Yeah,
ahead
yeah.
if you have anything to
So,
add, and
yeah, you're
we can
right.
go.
When we're talking about time,
Yes,
which is extremely extremely important, you're exactly right. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of different ways we can express time. So Teacher Abby was did an awesome job of creating these. Graphics that you see on the screen. The first one that I posted, time expressions in use. She took time out of her busy schedule to create these. So thank you so much. They're awesome. They're going to be a great visual for people to actually
yeah, yeah.
see. And if people want me to share, our last live stream that we did, I didn't share the graphics in my moments, and some people sent me some messages and asked if I could send it to them, and I did. But maybe this time hopefully I can remember to post these on my moments.
Good. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
also put them in my Telegram channel. Also, I'm gonna, share them
Okay.
here on Hello Talk. Yeah, because it is hard to send them, by, you know, one by
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So anyway, yeah.
good.
So these are very common time expressions. So like the
Exactly.
first one on your list that you wrote is called time consuming.
Wow, yeah, this is a really great one. I use it a lot in my speech because I hear it a lot in native speakers' speech, movies,
Yeah.
series, either like podcasts. And what is it about? Todd, let us know about it.
Yeah, so it is very common. People ask me, do I have a YouTube channel? And, a lot of my responses are, I do have a YouTube channel, but I don't post on there very often because it's very time consuming.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
I know.
means
Mhm.
it consumes or takes a lot of my time. It consumes a lot of my time. So it's just a very natural way to say this. It's very time consuming. If something takes up or uses up a lot of your time, we say it's time consuming. Very common.
Yeah, so time consuming, remember guys, it's an adjective that describes something that takes a lot of time to complete, as just, Todd mentioned. It just takes a lot of time to complete, right? That's all about, time consuming. If you want to make sure you got the point, you can write your or type down your example in the chat box for sure. Todd and I are just going to give you some feedback on it. Just go ahead if you
Yeah.
want to use it and let us know you
Use
got the
it in a
point.
sentence. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
use it in a sentence. Type it in a sentence. Time consuming.
yeah. Do we have some, specific words that, maybe some synonyms for it, Todd? What other
Time
things can we use?
consuming. When we start new
Uh-huh.
work,
Length,
it
length.
is time consuming.
Yeah, can we just use lengthy or maybe
Yeah, we
tedious?
can.
I'm not sure. Let me
Sure.
say.
Yeah, yeah. You can say
Uh,
tedious time. Yeah, you can say.
uh-huh.
Yeah, you can say it's tedious.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah. So it is tedious. So we can say they are maybe synonym
Yeah,
that you
these
can,
would be like
use.
synonyms.
Awesome. Good, good, good. That
Yeah,
was nice. I just
yeah,
wanted to make sure if we can use them. Awesome. Any question?
yes, yeah.
Learning English from there's a I think an example here. Doing things in time. Oh yeah. Learning English from the scratch is
Scrap.
really a time consuming
Learning
project.
English from scrap is time consuming, and then
Uh-huh.
I don't like
Good.
fishing because I think it's time consuming. Yeah, it is. Fishing is time consuming, definitely.
Good. Awesome. I can also see some other examples. Too much arguing is time consuming. Yeah,
Yes,
it
yes,
is.
definitely.
Recently in
Yeah.
one of
So
my Mhm. Sure.
go ahead.
No, 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 sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, Lily said preparing for the IELTS exam is time consuming. It definitely is.
Yeah, it is, honestly. Cool. Cooking for a whole day. Wow, that was a great example. You know,
Yeah,
I like
yeah. Cooking
cooking,
for a whole
but
day
this
is
is
time
really,
consuming.
it is really time consuming. Guys, girls, just, go on and just, like me because it's really time consuming. I just don't
Sure.
like cooking as a, chore. I like it as a maybe hobby.
Usually to complete a audit report is time consuming. Yes, so that's Lorena's job. Lorena audits is she to do some accounting or auditing. It can be very laborious or tedious or time consuming.
Laborious. Yeah, Todd, I just wanted to ask you this one. Laborious. This is also a
Yeah,
synonym for
laborious.
time consuming.
Yeah, laborious. Laborious is
Let
also
me
a
type it down.
synonym. Also,
Good, 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 good.
maybe.
Let me just type it down in the chat box, maybe. Lay, BORIO, if I'm not mistaken. This is
Yeah,
the word.
IOUS. Yep, that's
Yes,
perfect. Yep.
laborious.
So you can also use laborious to
Laborious.
replace time consuming if you choose.
Good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think time consuming is more common, but it is good to know different
Yes.
synonyms when you want to
Sure.
express, something. Awesome.
So
Laborious so far,
laborious,
tedious, and
laborious, and tedious would be used more in a professional. I think my opinion would be used more in a professional situation, like maybe at work or something like that.
yeah, exactly. I
Doing
hear
homework
both
in
of them
is
in.
very time consuming. Doing homework is very time consuming in China. That is very, very true. Quarreling with my quarreling with my
I like it.
wife is absolutely time consuming.
I will let your, wife know your
hopefully your
idea about her.
hopefully your wife isn't in the live stream.
Yeah, yeah. I was holy crap, yeah.
Those are some
Hmm.
very good examples. Those are some awesome examples. Thanks, guys and gals. Yeah, perfect
Yeah,
examples that you
exactly.
gave us.
Guys. Nice. We can switch to the next one. Full-time,
Okay,
part-time.
full time, part
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so this can talk about lots of different things. Most of the time, full time, part time refers to our jobs, our work,
Exactly. Yeah.
usually. So, it can refer to you have a full time job, meaning that you work, maybe 40 hours a week or maybe 50 hours a week. And then maybe you also have a part time job, meaning that you work maybe only 10, 15, or 20 hours a week. Some people here in
Exactly.
America, a lot of people have a full time job and a part time job, both.
Yeah, cool. And Todd, it can have like different, what they say, different part of the speeches. It can be an adjective when describing work or study. It can be
Sure.
an
Yeah.
adverb when referring to working or studying for the full duration. It can also be a noun when referring to the end of a sport match, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like time
Yes.
consuming.
Definitely.
Oh, good. Good, good. Awesome. And some synonym for it, we can just, mention maybe permanent. Am I right?
Sure. Permanent. or
Yeah, yeah.
temporary.
Temporary can also be a synonym for good.
Yeah,
So permanent and also temporary. Nice.
yeah.
Good, good. Okay, full time.
So,
Guys.
and a lot of times,
Yeah.
and a lot of
Mhm.
times people will say, my regular job, which means full time
Mhm.
job. My regular job is this, but I maybe will freelance. Freelance is kind of like part time.
Oh, yeah, good. Freelance job. Yeah.
Freelance. So
Good,
sometimes
good.
people say, my regular job is doing this, but I freelance doing this also.
Yeah, so we can say part-time refers to working or studying for only part of the usual hours in a day or week, rather than, full-time,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Full time is
Good.
usually like
Okay.
your 40 or 50 hours a week. It's your regular job.
Mm-hmm.
But I also freelance on the side. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
people say my this is a very common expression called my side gig.
Oh, cool.
Let me
Let
type
me
it
just
in.
write it. Yeah, thank you if you do it. That would be good. Yeah.
There.
Mm.
My side gig. My side
Psychic.
gig, that's like that means
Nice.
like your part-time job.
Oh, yeah. Cool. That was the first time I hear it. Side
Yeah,
gig.
so we say my
Good, good,
side
good.
gig.
Good. So far, freelance, casual, temporary, we can also say occasional can be a synonym for, uh,
So
you know, part-time job. Nice.
part-time.
Mm-hmm. Gig,
Yes,
side gig.
JK said side JK said side hustle. Side hustle is also another expression we use to describe part-time job. Side hustle, side gig.
Nice. Good.
Both are
Oh, so
okay, are appropriate.
side hustle. Let me just have this. Good. Copy. Okay. Cool. So I think we can just move to the next one because these are just
Um,
easy. We can just, ask our audience to make example with the hard ones.
yes, precious time.
Yeah, I love this
Yeah,
one.
precious. Yeah, precious time. Precious time is just time that that is really, really valuable.
Exactly. And maybe should not be wasted.
Right. Yeah. So it's time that we cherish.
Mhm. It emphasizes the importance of using time wisely, often in a situation where time is limited or meaningful.
Yes, definitely. So this is what we call
Complex.
precious time. So a lot
Hmm.
of times people like to, you know, say the time that I spend with my parents is precious time.
Good. Yes, exactly. So I think some synonym for it can be valuable time, cherished time, as you just mentioned
Hmm.
so far. Irreplaceable time. Can we say irreplaceable
Sure, yeah,
time
you can
for
use
it
yeah,
as well?
you can use
Mm,
irreplaceable because it's this is time that
hmm.
you well most time you can't get back, but this is
Yeah.
kind of special time with especially
Yeah.
when you're spending it with your elderly grandparents or your parents who are
Hmm.
maybe elderly, your children. You know, some people say I spend precious time with my dog or my cat. So it all depends on who in your life you consider very special or precious.
Exactly. Very nice. So precious time. Guys, just leave us some example to
Yeah,
make
what's some
sure you're following us.
yeah, some example sentences using precious time. When I study in college is precious time. Yeah, you're right. You have to take this time very seriously when you're in college.
Yeah, because you can call it precious time.
Side
Uh,
project. Side project, someone
side
is
project.
referring to part-time work going back. Yeah, I've seen some people use this word too, side project.
Mm-hmm. Good. Any more example, guys? precious time. You can
Precious
also,
time.
I hear this a lot. Yeah, don't waste your precious time, online or maybe chatting with your girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, don't. And a
With
lot of
her.
people, I say, don't waste your precious time on TikTok watching those short videos because you
Yeah.
say, oh, you look at the clock and you say, oh, I got 1 hour before I need to do this or I need to go to bed or
Yeah.
something. And when you start watching TikTok, 1 hour turns into 3 or 4 hours.
Exactly. So, see, that can make sense enough, and you can just add it to your knowledge because that's a great one. My precious time is to be with my little daughters. What a nice
Yes,
example
perfect
is
example.
when need
Yeah.
to.
My precious
Mhm.
time is when I'm playing FIFA. FIFA is a video game.
FIFA. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, playing game is a waste of time. Depends, of course.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. I
But
don't
for
play video
people,
games
maybe
either.
interest. Yeah, no, no,
Learn how
time
to
to
manage
kill.
your precious time. Yeah, definitely. Learn how to manage your precious time. Don't waste
Wow.
precious time with
Mm.
bad people. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. That was amazing. If you're moving to the next one, what was the
Yeah.
next one, Todd? This is, yeah, yeah.
Peak time.
Precious, nice. Both of them, precious time and peak time are collocations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember,
Yes.
I love this one. Peak time is also a cool one.
Yeah,
So can you clarify it?
peak time is like maybe the very, very important time. Peak time is like rush hour. Sometimes you can refer to it like Peter just says, 8 to 9 a.m. is peak time for traffic. Yeah, so it could be like rush hour time, or sometimes we will say prime time.
Wow, cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and also we
Mm-hmm.
can use peak time to describe a season, like
Mm-hmm.
a busy period in a season. So like in China, peak travel time is Spring Festival.
Wow, I like it. So we can use it in different contexts, such as transportation, business, and
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yes, yes,
Good.
and holidays and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a travel, peak
Mm-hmm.
travel time in America
Mm-hmm.
is the summer vacation. Is usually June to
Mm-hmm.
August is a peak travel time.
Yeah, avoid traveling during peak time to
Yes,
escape, heavy traffic. In business, we can say the period, when customer demand in highest. So, guys, remember peak time simply refers to the busiest or most active period when, demand is at its highest. Mhm.
sure.
Cool.
Exactly. And it can be referred to as in your daily life, talking about traffic, or your business
Hmm.
professional life, or traveling to
Peak time.
traveling. So very, very common
Mm.
peak time.
Good, awesome. And also, maybe in the context of television and media, the time when the most people are watching or listening. For example, the show airs during peak time for maximum, viewership. It can
Yes.
be, it can
Yeah, so a lot of times, some people, no one has asked this question yet, but
prime time.
the opposite of peak time would be off peak hours.
Oh, that was so
Yeah,
cool.
so
Off
I,
peak
yeah, so it would be called off peak.
time. Hmm?
Yeah, off peak time or off peak hours. Yeah,
Wow, wow, I
or
like
maybe
it.
if you're talking about a season or traveling, maybe you could say low season or slow
Mm-hmm.
period of time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
this would be kind of like the opposite of
Mm-hmm.
peak time.
Wow, I like it. So far, the synonym we cover for peak time are rush hour, prime time, and high demand period. So you can
Yes.
just add them to your, list, or maybe always, grab a notebook to take note, because that can help
Yeah.
you to memorize them better.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. So we're waiting for example, guys.
Yeah.
It's a big time for tourism. Tourism. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
CC. Thank you, guys.
Perfect. The Labor Day will be the peak time. Yes, that's right. Labor Day will be the peak time of transportation. That's true.
Yeah. Todd, Rumi just asked us, what does peak time mean?
Peak time just means busy time. Maybe the most, yeah, peak time
Hmm.
basically just means, depending on your context or what you're using it for, it can be maybe the time where there's the most intense activity.
Exactly. It
A
refer.
high demand time.
Hmm. Exactly. Busiest or most active period when demand is like at its highest. It is
Sure.
commonly used in different contexts, as we just covered. Spring is a peak time for animals. My goodness.
Yeah, peak spring is the peak time for, and you see lots of baby animals being born in the spring,
Yeah,
baby
beautiful.
birds and it's a springtime is a time for a peak time for lots of baby animals. Yes.
Yeah. That was the corrected version of your sentence, Rumi. Wedding, imagine birds just they just dance and shake
Yeah,
their
that's good. Birds get married in the spring and they have baby birds.
like, goodness. Wow.
Yes,
You cheered me
exactly.
up. I love it. Thank
Yeah.
you. I go cycling.
I
Avoid
go cycling
peak hour.
to avoid peak hours. I go cycling to avoid
Mm,
peak hours. Good.
yes, yes. Correct your sentence. Okay. Remember always to correct your sentences. Good. Thank you for sharing your
Yes.
amazing sentences with
Yeah, a
us.
lot of great sentences and a lot of great examples of how to use peak
Mm,
time. Good job, everybody.
wow. Cool. Thank you so much, guys, for following. And this way, when you share your example, we just get happy because we know that you're following us. And that's beautiful. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
So
Okay.
if you don't have any question, guys, about, peak time, we can move to time hills. Oh, wow. I love this one.
Yeah, this is a very common saying. A lot of people will use
Expression.
this expression or this saying to express the
Hmm.
fact that it's it tells people that if you're going through a difficult time or
Hmm.
painful time in your life, whether it's physical or
Hmm.
mental, that patience and uh, the fact that waiting and being patient, that it will improve your situation.
Yeah, exactly. So, Todd, as you just mentioned, that's a saying, which we can say that's a proverb. This,
Yes.
suggests emotional pain, grief, or sadness, gradually fades as time passes. It
Yes.
implies that with enough time, people can recover from maybe heartbreak, loss, or difficult, experiences. Is
Yes.
that
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
time can with time, if you're patient and just wait, and time can heal some of your wounds or your problems.
Wounds.
Most of the time, this refers to mental
Mm.
situations.
Oh, oh, I see. Hmm.
Yeah, most of the time because if you go to the doctor and have a broken leg, the doctor's not going to say, "Be patient, time heals all wounds." No, they don't say that. So basically,
No,
we use
I like
this proverb to
proverb.
express
Mm.
that time heals. These wounds that they're talking about are mostly mental wounds.
Cool. Yeah.
So after broke up with his girlfriend, David found time heals all wounds. Yes, that's a good example.
Wow.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
For
a
all
good
of you.
example.
Thank you for sharing your example. guys, let me also give you a hint. You can also cheat. You can ask, ChatGPT to provide you with some examples. This way, it can inspire you how to use that, specific expression in your speech. So it is not bad to check it online.
Sure. Yeah, if
As
you
a
want,
teacher,
if
what
you
a teacher.
it, right, if you want some ideas, or maybe you're like, oh, I can't think of any way to use this expression or this proverb. Yeah, you can type it into any type of a
AI tools.
AI tool, whether it's ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Kimi, whatever you want to use. You can type it in and just ask it your question. How can I use this proverb in my daily use? And
Naturally. Hmm.
and it will give you lots of examples.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if the examples that this your AI tool gives you are not enough, you can say, "Can you provide more?" And it will.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Hi, Audie. Welcome. Great to have
Adi
you here.
says, I must go to bed right now. Bye and thank you so much. Good night, Adi. Sleep well, sweet dreams. I hope you
Good
have
night.
a good night's rest.
Yeah, sweet dreams.
Yes.
All right. Examples broke up with his girlfriend. David found time held all once. Yeah,
Yeah. Time
good
heals all wounds. Yes.
time held all once. There's after, no. Uh, the, the times are part of the life. Time heals all wounds. Just move
Yes.
on. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Donna, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's good. Those are really good examples.
Yeah. Nice one. Thanks for sharing. Let her away. Time will heal all wounds you suffered, that you're suffering from.
Yeah.
Time heals all wounds. Good. Thank you so much, guys, for
Yeah,
sharing your great example.
lots of good examples.
Preparing the driver license exams. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
She looks
Great.
unhappy after the divorce, but time heals all wounds. Yes, good. That's a good example,
Yeah,
Peter.
heals
Thank you.
all
She looks
wounds.
happy after
Thank you,
the
Sam.
divorce, but time heals all wounds. Yeah, and
Good.
good examples, Dana. Good examples as well.
Yeah, Dana, Jake Lee. Good.
Hmm.
Thank you so much,
So,
guys, for sharing your great example.
yeah. So people express that going through a divorce is painful, but time heals all wounds, and that's true.
Mhm.
Great. So the next expression, moving on from time heals all wounds, which is a great proverb and very useful, and even though it's an old one, it's very
This
commonly
is
used today as well. So it's one that doesn't go out of date.
yeah. Thank you, Todd, for letting us know about the commonality of that, proverb. That
Yes.
great to know. That's which nice.
Good.
Cool,
Next
cool.
one.
Okay. Yeah.
Be
Next one.
maybe you guys can see it on the screen too. Behind the times.
Yes, this is also a really common, expression you can
Yeah,
use in your everyday, conversation. So let's see
definitely.
what does it mean. Todd, go ahead.
Basically, it just to a simple explanation, if something is behind the times, it means it's old fashioned or outdated.
Oh, cool. So it describes someone or something that is old-fashioned or not up to date with modern trades, ideas, or technology. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. Basically,
Cool, cool.
that's that's the that's the meaning of what behind the times is. That
Mm,
just means that it's something that
behind the
is
time.
not really modern. Modern. It's more
Mm,
old fashioned.
outdated? Oh, yes, yes. Um, mm, to give you some examples, let me just share mine and then Todd, you go on. can we say like his views on education are a bit, behind the times? Can-
Yeah.
Yeah, so see, guys, you can use it in this context. As I just, said, like you can say his views either on education are a bit behind,
I
the times. Cool one. I like it so much.
excuse me. Yes, that's right.
Mm,
So it can
bless you.
be, yeah, it can be your views or your thoughts and ideas, or it can be, you know, some people maybe don't like to use modern technology. You know, some people
Hmm.
in older generations don't like to use the internet or smartphones. So they're, they're a little behind the times, but that's their choice.
Hmm. Good. Like the company is behind the times because they still use, outdated software.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, definitely.
See,
So, um,
nice. You can
a
use
lot of
either.
teams, a lot of times, this just means that it is, there, some people like this. Said to my daughter said
I
to me,
like.
your jacket is behind the times. You need to buy
Oh my God.
it.
Peter, I loved your example.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah. Yeah, your
You
daughter's
need to buy
says
a
that
new one.
it's old fashioned.
Oh, Peter. Oh, thank you. You have a very clear accent. I'm improving my own. Oh, okay. Good.
Great.
Yeah,
If we don't want to be behind the times, we'd better keep learning. Yes, definitely. Dana, that's a great example.
Dana, you're just doing awesome today, girl.
Congratulations. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
you're really spot on, Dana. You're spot on today.
Yeah, there is also Jake says the outlook of the magazine is behind the time. Yeah,
Yes.
Jake, thank you
Yeah,
so
another good
much.
example. Yes.
Okay, if you were stuck in some blah blah situation, this is about the previous one. Time can heal. Thank you so much. Who was that? Uh,
Lorena.
Lorena. Lorena, thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Sure. Okay. Ah, awesome, awesome live stream. They are learning different, things. So,
Sure. A
guys,
lot of great
to
expressions.
yeah. So, guys, so far, we just covered some synonym for behind the times, which Todd just mentioned about, old-fashioned, which is hyphenated, remember, because it's an adjective, outdated, outmoded, or maybe unfashionable. They can be, great synonyms for it, right? So,
Yes, right.
unfashionable, outdated and old-fashioned. Yes, Todd, it's good to know about the opposite,
Yeah.
about the antonyms of them.
So the
Any ideas?
opposite of behind the times is our next expression, ahead of time.
Ahead of time, nice. Yeah,
Ahead of
up
time,
to date.
yes, means up
Up
to
to date
date
can
or
also.
early on or beforehand.
Very nice. So Anthony for it can be up to date, ahead of
Yes.
one's time, as just, Todd mentioned.
Yes.
I love it. Very nice. Okay.
Peter says this project is ahead of times. That means yes, you are early.
Mm.
Before ahead of times basically means before the expected or scheduled time.
Wow. I love both these
Yeah.
phrases because, guys, remember these are idiomatic expressions, okay? They're not idioms. They're idiomatic expressions
Yes.
that can, make you sound more natural when speaking. That's why maybe you want to just, I don't know, maybe you want to just share your thoughts to talk about something old-fashioned, but you don't know like great words, and you're just going to say, that's old. This is not good. This
Yeah.
is, yeah, this is just kind of maybe awkward, especially when native speaker listen to us. And that's why we're here to help you today to learn more about idiomatic, expressions, collocations, so you can sound more natural, right? And
Sure.
having Todd here, helping us with commonality of phrases, helping us with different amazing things. Guys, we need to appreciate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so these are very. I mean,
Mm,
English is
great.
sometimes can be a complicated, language. It can be, because native speakers, we use so many different expressions and collocations. We use so many different ones. Phrasal verbs. So slang, idioms, idiomatic expressions. We use so many different ones.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
kind of natural for us.
Yes. So let's see what is the opposite of behind the time.
Ahead of
You
time.
have it.
Hello
Yes,
Talk.
exactly.
Hello
Ahead of
Talk app is ahead of time to learn English. Yeah, you're right. It's a good app, and
time.
it's I
Yeah.
think it is a awesome app to help people.
Mm, mm. Cool. Cool, cool. I like it. Up to date and nice one. So ahead of time means earlier than expected or before a scheduled, moment, and it is often used to describe completing something in advance or being like prepared before a deadline, right?
Yes, right.
Mm,
But yeah, so you're
that's
basically doing something before the deadline.
good. Nice one. There are a lot of examples.
Don't
Teacher,
pursue don't pursue being ahead of time, ahead of too
see.
much. That's focus on the quality. Yeah. Don't get ahead of time too much. Yeah. Focus on the quality right now.
Mm-hmm. I need to start his live stream ahead of time. Teacher Arena was not ready. Oh my God. Who was that guy? Mo. Thank you so
Mo.
much for your good. Yeah. Ahead of time. Yeah, guys. She
Yeah.
finished the project ahead of time. So she
Yeah.
had extra time to review it. Or, for example, try to arrive at the airport ahead of time to
Yes.
avoid, any delays. Mm,
Sure. Yeah.
we
That's
can use
another
it
good
in different.
example.
Yeah. Or you can also say, he always, or my brother always plans his meal ahead of time to stay, organized. That's a
Yes.
really amazing idiomatic expression you can use.
Sure.
Nice one. Okay. Waiting for your examples.
A lot of great
So,
examples.
yeah, yeah. So, Todd, we can say early, in advance, maybe timely, can be great synonym for it in
Right.
advance as well. Mm.
Yes,
All right.
definitely. Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, you ran
So ahead of
Good.
time.
Exactly. Okay. Behind the times, ahead of time. Cool. I think we can move to the next one if our audience don't have
Ran
any.
ran out of time.
Okay. Run out of time. Exactly. So
Peter
let's see
Peter
what does
already
it mean.
gave Peter already gave us an example. You did not finish this task. You ran out of time.
Wow, exactly. A really tangible example.
Yes.
Yeah, so run out of time means to have no more time left to complete something. It is often used when we or when someone is unable to finish a task before a deadline or when time is limited, right?
Sure.
Anything to
Yeah.
add? Sahar?
And a lot of times
Sana.
I see people using this phrase in Hello Talk live streams because if they're not a VIP member,
Uh-huh.
they'll
Yeah.
come up on my stage and they'll say, "Oh, I'm running out of time to be on your stage because
Ah,
I'm not a VIP member. I'm sorry, I have to go."
yes, yes, unfortunately.
That means time's up. Time's up. You've hit the deadline has
Time.
arrived. So time's up. That means you ran out of
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice. I ran out of time before finishing, I don't know, the exam. We need to hurry, or we will, run out of time. We run out
Yes.
of time. Mm.
Yeah, that means there's no time remaining. That means when you run out of time, there's no time
That's it.
remaining. Last
Yeah.
Thursday, my uncle arrived at the airport ahead of time. I nearly failed to pick him up. Wow. Is that true,
Yeah.
Dana? Dana, you should be more punctual. Is that true? Or is that just
Yeah.
a fictional sentence?
Example.
You don't want to make your uncle wait. Yes, it is
Yes.
true. Okay. Dana gave us a real life example.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
That's
Nice. Someone just said, I love your voices.
uh,
Thank you. A nice,
okay, good.
comment.
Hopefully it's easy. Hopefully it's easy for everybody to understand. Uh,
Yeah. We try to slow down a little bit
yeah,
for you
yeah.
guys because we love you and we're
Please
here, to help you.
please
Yeah.
focus on the precious time in your life and don't wait for running out of time. Yeah, don't wait or you're don't or so please focus on the precious time in your life and don't wait or you will run out of time.
Yes, that was a corrected version,
Yeah,
Moe.
don't
Thank
wait,
you. Oh,
Mo. Don't wait, or you can say don't wait, or you will run out of time.
yeah, absolutely. Nice one. Ran or run out of time. We are
Yeah,
just running out of time. It's better to move to the next,
sure. We should probably move to the
idiomatic.
next one, which says time passes. Time
Mm-hmm.
passes. I think that's the last one on our graphic. Time passes means that
From time to
time goes by. Time flies. This is a very common expression. Time passes,
exactly.
time flies. You hear this very often. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Time passes. So it means that time moves forward, often implying that things change or people grow older as time goes by. It can be used in various, contexts, such as reflecting on, memories, waiting for something, or acknowledging the maybe inevitable flow of life.
Yes. Dana
Yeah.
says, can I say if you are not a VIP member on Hello Talk, you will run out of time quickly? Yes, you can. Yeah, definitely. That's true.
Good. Good
I made a
question, Dana.
I made a detailed schedule in case I run out of time. Yes. In this live stream, time passes because we're having so much fun. Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
Sana or Santa. I'm sorry. I'm not
Santa.
good at pronouncing people's names, but you're right. In this live stream, time passes because we are having so much fun.
Good.
So
Yeah.
much fun.
And and Todd, a really nice common, expression that we can use is time goes by, right?
Yes.